Welcome to our Tzunami tutorial video. This tutorial will provide best practice advice for the utilization of memory with Tzunami Deployer. These suggestions should be used to avoid exceptions which indicate out-of-memory issues. You can run multiple Tzunami Deployer projects on a single server. However, keep in mind that the number of Tzunami Deployer projects running simultaneously on one machine may increase the memory usage. When Deployer encounters a lack of available memory, it throws a specific type of exception, out of memory, which is shown in the project logs. To avoid these exceptions, we'll suggest several methods. First, if possible, while working with Tzunami Deployer, we recommend that you try to close other processes that are running on the Deployer machine. Second, the issue may lie in hardware. You may want to increase the memory available on your machine. Our third and main recommendation is always to reduce the size of your Deployer project to include the minimum amount of content required for a specific deployment. Our experience has shown that the overall throughput in the migration workflow is increased when the content is migrated in chunks rather than in bulk. We will now demonstrate efficient loading of the SharePoint structure in a Deployer project. As mentioned, when loading the target SharePoint structure, we recommend loading the minimum amount of content required for the project. After the connection to the source SharePoint server was made, we can control the structure we wish to load into our project. When choosing to read site collections, we'll check only the necessary ones for our project. Regarding the sites and lists, the first step will be to read none of them. This will only load the parent site collection and scan the sites below it. Deployer gives us the option to reload any desired content from the target panel at any time. Therefore, our next step will be to reload our root site with different settings. We'll right-click the root site and choose Reload Item. This time, we will load it with subsites but without lists and items. This will enable the deployer to read only the hierarchy under the selected root site. The third step will be to reach our desired subsite and load it fully with its lists and items. If the destination site is large, you can use this method to drill down to a specific list and load only what is necessary for your project. Using this method, the loading time is shorter and Deployer does not read unnecessary information into the project, thus reducing the memory usage. This concludes our tutorial on the best practices for the utilization of memory using Tzunami Deployer. Please contact our support team for any further questions, and be sure to check out the rest of our tutorial videos.